Good morning, good morning. It's Friday. Yes, it is. Good morning. It's the end, if you will, of our road trip. We're winding things down, and we're excited about being back in Baton Rouge, Palmetto, Louisiana this weekend. We have missed everyone tremendously. Again, we've had a great time. Had a good time meeting people. Just amazing the different people you'll meet along the journey. And I was talking last night with Sevis and Dan at the Huddle House in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Sevis and Dan and their families, Marcine, Valerie, of course Bobby, Carlene. That entire family has been our longtime friends for many, many years. So we met last night at the Huddle House in the Bluff. And both of those guys, we were talking about people, and I think it was Sevis that said, everybody has a story. Everybody has a story, but it's up to us to take the time and listen to their story. And how true is that? Everybody has a story. And I've often said you can learn something from everyone, no matter who they are, no matter how intelligent you think they are or not. You can learn something from everyone because everyone is on a journey of some kind. And so during life's journey, once you go through some things, you definitely have some experience. And so I think that we go through life. God allows us to go through some things, yes, for the experience, yes, to mold us and make us and knock the rough edges off and all that. But also I think it's important that when we go through things, which God allows us to go through, that we can actually later on share those experiences with people. And actually what that does is that builds faith, because it's a good chance that they will go through the same thing or a similar thing. And if we made it through that with God's help, then they also can realize that it's not over. It's not a disaster. It's not time to throw up your hands and quit, because if you made it through, then they also can make it through with the Lord's help. It is true, God will not put any more upon us than what we can bear, but at the same time we have to use intelligence. We have to go to God and say, hey God, the load's pretty heavy. I don't think I can bear anymore. And I know for a fact that if you'll go to the Lord, He is your comforter. He's your strength giver. He's your helper. He's your helper. He's your helper. If you try to go at anything alone, whether it's climbing the mountain or going through the valley, if you try to do it all by yourself, number one, it gets lonely. And number two, it's important to ask the Lord for help. That shows that you're dependent upon Him. That shows that you need Him. He knows you do, but sometimes we have to humble ourselves and swallow our pride and realize we can't do everything on our own. And yes, we got to be strong. However, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help from a friend, from a family member, and especially it's okay to ask for help from the Lord Jesus. He's not going to push His way into your situation, because He's waiting actually for you to say, Lord, help me, Jesus. Lord, help me, Jesus. And if you'll ask Him for His help, He will not abandon you. He'll bring you comfort and strength. He'll direct you. He'll order your steps. And He'll give you what it takes to make it through what it is you have to go through, or He'll remove it from your life. If the Red Sea is in front of you today, just know this. Either He'll part the waters for you, or He'll actually take you out of that situation completely. Today, maybe you're battling in your mind depression. Maybe today you're battling health issues or relationship issues with a family member or a coworker or a neighbor. Maybe today you're grieving the loss of a loved one, or you're grieving the loss of a relationship. Whatever is going on, Jesus is more than able to help you and give you what you need. Now, you may not immediately see Him at work, because often God works kind of behind the scenes. And then it takes sometimes time. for that miracle to take place. There's nobody like Jesus. And what a great asset he is to have in your life. He's that resource. He's the best insurance policy. And I could go on and on and on to tell you that God's not going to let you down. He's not going to fail you. Others may let you down. Others may disappoint you, but Jesus will never let you down. He may not always answer that prayer like you want him to. He may not always work it out like you want him to. His timing is going to be different probably than your timing. But if you'll put your hand in his and trust him and live for him and look to him and call on him, guess what? He's going to show up. He's going to show up. And he's going to be your God, and you'll be his people. All right, friends. God bless you. Thank you for watching today. Appreciate you so much. And we'll see you Monday on Coffee with the Pastor.